Last night I was talking to somebody, I cannot remember who it was, but they were talking about Banshee and the fact that nobody really uses her. You do see her every now and then we were talking about the resonating Quake, which I have, but I don't have it leveled up. And I just thought to myself, it's about time I actually did this because it increases damage by 100 within the range of a 1 meter, and the energy cost goes up the longer that you have it active. So it's got a good side but a bad side at the same time. And my Banshee is not exactly the best setup because I formatted in a D instead of a V and I never got round to fixing that slight mistake. So I'll put that on there and you'll see what I mean. The reason the build sucks is I did want a V in here so I can put transient fortitude back in because I am sacrificing damage and a bit of the range to kind of have the duration in here, because you have to remember Sound Quake, it's classed as a channeling ability, so the duration does affect the energy drain, so it's not just all down to efficiency. So really you could probably ditch the fleeting expertise, it's not going to help that much, and put Streamline in instead. But it was just an extra 2 points, I couldn't fit anything else in there. I am sacrificing some duration, so I did kind of throw Prime Continuity on there to counter it, which is where I really want to have something else in. But I need an extra V, and I accidentally put a D in. Because if I was to try this build, which is what I used to have on Banshee, yeah, I finally figured out why the power cost when I actually used it, though with this augment it did kill a few people fairly quickly. Yeah, it drains power ridiculously quickly. But of course the big problem still exists with the builds I have tried to throw on her. I haven't managed to fit Flow in, so I'm still kind of looking for a decent build to put onto Banshee here, but to be fair, even as it is, having the duration mod in there makes a huge difference to what I used to have in there. And you can see the stacks actually in the top right there. 10 times stacks, 11, 12. This is the duration coming into play. This is a huge improvement over what it used to be like. My old build really was bad. Which is why I was talking to somebody about Banshee in the first place. Because it's not that I disliked Banshee, it's just that I didn't really have a decent build for her, and I did that minor mistake with adding the extra D in there, which meant that I wasn't able to put in what I wanted to put in, and I just couldn't be bothered with her anymore, and she's just kind of sat there. Oh no, that's not good. Whereas actually having this mod in here, okay, I would kill for some health for that exact reason right there, but okay, seriously, did the person reviving me just go down? No, I was being attacked by something. But it's just still a pretty decent frame. And yeah, this augment may be a bit of a pain to get a hold of. It does stun the enemies, so on a defense mission like this, I shouldn't have gone down because everything around me should have been stunned. That was weird. But still a fairly decent augment. Actually, I kind of like her more with that augment in than I did before. That's not me saying I like Banshee, just going to say she's definitely more usable than she was. Are you kidding me with placing that in there? Oh, come on, how the... Okay, you just gotta wait until it goes upstairs. But the biggest problem that I can see with this augment is remembering that the ability is a channeling ability, which means you need to keep duration as well as power strength. Efficiency is basically just on the casting of it, so is a little bit weird. Oh, I'm liking this more and more the more I use it, and that's probably not the best to be doing because I really don't want to like Banshee more and more, but it can't be helped when it just makes it so much more useful if you can keep the ability going for as long as possible, that is. This mod, of course, is available from either Cephalon Suda when you get to Genius rank, I think, is the top one, or Perrin Sequence when you get to Partner rank. I think that's the highest one with Perrin Sequence. This is of course all assuming that once the host migrates after 5 waves it doesn't glitch out, so you can't actually use any of your abilities. That's a pain.